Hello everyone. So I'm doing a completely different type of video today. So I've only done one video before where I've sort of recorded something I've pre-prepared on my computer. And I watch a lot of card-related videos on YouTube, and at the start of the year, there's a lot of people sort of making videos about their goals and aims for their collections in 2025. So I don't expect many people to watch this at all, but I just thought I'd make myself a video that I can then reflect on at the end of the year, see how I got on with the goals I wanted. Um, and also it might just give people an idea of where my collection's going to go, because I haven't shown a lot of my collection yet on the videos I've uploaded. Um, I've only really showcased one big part of my collection, which was my Max Verstappen cards and memorabilia, but I haven't really shown off any of my big sort of card collections. Um, so the main sort of areas of my collection as a breakdown um, are as follows. So I have a big collection of Formula One cards. So I've shown off my Max Verstappen cards before, and in that video I showed off some of the sets I have. So I mainly collect Max Verstappen and full sets of things. So I'm going to sort of break down the sets I'm hoping to complete. I'm going to break down the women's football sets that I want to look at finishing or collect this year, some of which I've been putting videos up about. Part of my collection I haven't shown much off of yet is my Leeds United cards I collect. So this is sort of my men's football part of my collection. And then I've just got some other bits that don't fit into these three categories exactly that I want to finish off. So looking at F1 cards and my goals for this year, I've got a few. These are my 5 goals that I really want to focus on. 4 of them are realistic and 1 of them is unrealistic. The first one is a set that came out at the end of last year called F1 Paddock Pass. So this is a set that has 100 base cards and then a bunch of inserts, and it's typically like the drivers more in the paddock rather than driving. And it's quite a big set, so it's got 100 base cards, but then it's got over 100 inserts as well. So I'm quite a way into finishing that already. I've been tracking it on Google Sheet document. So I've got all the base cards, and then there's 5 common insert sets. From this Warp Speed column onwards, these are more case hits or multi-box chances. So I don't class these as base cards. My sort of logic being that if you're not guaranteed one of that kind of card in a box, then it's not really a base card, because the base set you'd expect to be able to get one through in the boxes. If you bought a box, you expect to get one. So I'm focusing on these 5, and the greens are the ones that I've got. So the main one I'm missing of is, I think I've got 7 missing from this, 6 missing from this Inner Blur set. So I'm making good progress on those. So I think I'll get that finished in the next couple of months. My main goal for this year that I've started at the start of this year, I'm sort of struggling with some of the other F1 sets like Chrome, that they keep changing how the set's designed and stuff, and I find it hard to get cool cards of Max Verstappen from them without them costing a fortune. It's like the really low numbered stuff and the autographs and things. So one thing I thought I would find cool to collect would be all of Max Verstappen's Topps Now cards from the very first one in 2020 through to 2025. So I have the one card from 2020 already, and I had all the cards from 2021, which is the season where him and Lewis were fighting for the title. So I have that full set of Topps Now. But from the 2022 season to 2024, the one that's just happened, I didn't have many. And then 2025 will obviously happen this season, so I'll aim to get those as well. So what I did for this set, because I have quite a lot to get, and it's quite hard to lose track of which ones you've bought, I've created this spreadsheet. And what it means is I know exactly by picture which ones I've bought or which ones I'm missing, and then I don't risk buying duplicates on eBay when I'm picking them up or when I buy them from people. So for the 2022 set, there's 22 max cards. It's potentially less because I put some of the Red Bull ones on like this card, but I'm unsure if I'm going to go for the Red Bull ones, even though Max is on them. I might just focus on the Max specific ones. So the ones in green I've bought, I had the odd one already, but I've mainly been buying them this past month. So just to sort of flick through, it took me quite a while to put this together because some of the images, you can't even find them on the Topps Now archive on the Topps website, so I had to go to eBay and take screenshots. But I've picked up a lot of the cool ones. I already had like this World Champion one, and I've prioritised getting like the World Championship ones, and the ones with the coolest images. So I really like this one, for instance. And then the 2023 season, he has up to 31 cards. So I've only picked up 7 so far. Again, I've been largely focused on the cooler ones, or the ones I could get cheaply. Like this one, I managed to get this one quite cheap, so I went ahead and got that one. This is a cooler one, but I haven't got that one yet. This is a really cool one where he's one in Holland, so I picked that one up. I really want to get this one. This one's really cool. And then the ones, I recently got this one, so I've had that on display on my desk this week. These ones of him at the end of the season are so cool, so I picked those ones up. And then the 2024 season, he only has 14, mainly because he won a lot less races last season. The season before, when he had all those cards, that's because he won 19 races. This year, I think he won 7 or 6. It might have a card for it. I can't remember the exact number. But he won a lot at the start of the season, and then he had that big gap in the middle when the Red Bull got worse. So I picked up some of these. I bought the 2 cards when he won the World Championship, so I already had those. Oh, he got 9 wins. And then I've got the rest of these to get. So I think I'll finish that off. I found most of them on eBay. I'm just taking my time. I'm not rushing to buy them all at once. The F1 Lights Out set, I've been collecting the out of 75 pictures of the drivers and then the picture of the car that goes with each team. So I've got all of those apart from the Ferrari car picture, which I haven't seen one pop up for ages. So I'm hoping one of those comes up. I'm also hoping to get a really cool orange parallel of Max Verstappen from the Chrome set. I'm not sure which Chrome I'm going to aim for yet, but I want to get a really nice orange one, so it's like the Dutch colour, to put in my display case. And then a long-term unrealistic aim, it would be only if I can get lucky with some money. I'd like to get an autograph card of Max Verstappen, but they are over £1,000 at the moment, and that's well outside my budget. But I'm going to put it on as if something's gone really well, I'll pick one of these up. So that was my main F1 card aims for this year. Obviously, there's only really 2 sets I'm actively collecting. I don't know what other sets are to come out this year, so I can't include those. And this one's going to take me quite a while to do. So I'm hoping I'll get that finished. Looking at my women football card aims. So a lot of these are finishing off sets I've already got in the work. Again, I don't know what sets are going to come out during this year. So I'm going to focus on this first. So I'm going to continue adding new autos to my collection, players that I don't already have autographs of. So the last year I picked up players like Beth Mead, Lauren Hemp, Steph Houghton, and then this year I want to pick up more that I'm missing. So like Ellen White's a player I don't have an autograph of yet. Chloe Kelly got autographs this year in a couple of products. So I'm going to aim to get autographs of them. Lucy Bronze has autos, but they're too expensive and very limited, so I haven't included her yet, but she'd be another one. Then from the Women's World Cup Donruss set from the 2023 World Cup, I've collected all the players in the silver short print parallels, apart from Greenwood and Kelly. So I need to try and get hold of those. I've not seen one of these come for sale for a long time, and the only green one I found is way too expensive, so hopefully one of them will appear. I'm still missing one card from the Best of England set from 2022. That's in the red out 75 parallels, so I've got 13 of the 14 women players plus the manager, Wiegman. I'm just missing Williamson, and they never appear for sale. And there's quite a few people that want one of those. So even if one comes up for sale, I'm going to have to pay a lot to get it. But I have all the other 13. So fingers crossed on that one. From the Chrome set from last year, the only thing I've collected is the Out of 250 Blue Mojos. So it's a 100 card base set. I've got 92 of them so far. And I've got time of recording this actually down to 7. I've just picked another one up yesterday. So I've got 93 of them. And it's just waiting for those to come up. The problem with Chrome from last year is it was quite a rubbish product. So a lot of the boxes haven't been opened. So the amount of cards going onto eBay or privately sold on Discord is reduced a lot. So I'm hoping to get hold of those 7. The players I need are a couple of the more popular Barcelona players, and then most of the others are from Roma, Hacken, Bayern Munich, and Rosengard. So they're just players that are £1 or £2, but I need them to appear for sale. And then the last one I put on is related to some of the videos I put up about the Topps Now cards I've been getting. I want to finish the set off for the base set for 2024-25. So I've got all the cards from the group stages, and then the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final. I'll look to get the cards from those as well. My Leeds United card goals. So I've yet to show any of my Leeds United cards on the channel. Most of my Leeds cards go into binders or are on a display shelf. One thing I'm aiming to do this year is to finish another couple of colour sets from Prism. So in Prism you get 15 players on the base set, and they all have the numbered parallels. So today I finished 2 colour sets from the first season in the Premier League in 2021. I finished the red out of 149 set, and they look really cool. And then from the following season, I've got the blue Pulsar 199s. I'm hoping to finish hopefully a couple more sets from 2021, because I like that team better than the following season. And the main problem is just getting hold. They're quite rare, even though they're not. The cards are out of quite a high number. They're still quite rarely listed. I'm probably going to focus on the blues from this year and hopefully finish them. But it all depends on what's available and where I can get them from. A more niche part of the my Leeds collection is Pablo Hernandez cards. He's my favourite Leeds player. He was a big part of how we got promoted to Premier League and played for us for a few years in the Championship. He's generally the best player I've seen. I still used to go to the games regularly when he was at the club. And he was really good for the Championship. So he only has cards in 3 sets from when we got promoted. So the main one that he's in is Prism. I've got over half of the cards parallels. I'm definitely never going to finish it because I won't get the 1 of 1s, I won't get the out of 5s, but I have got an out of 10 that's really cool because it's like the yellow and blue that matches the Leeds badge colours. And I'm just hoping to build on that. I want to continue getting autographs of current Leeds United players. I've got most of the Prism autographs that have come out. We only really had autos in the second year set, but we have the odd auto in other sets. But like recently, I picked up a Tottenham autograph of Manor Solomon, who's currently on loan at Leeds, and I picked up a Wilfred Gnonto autograph from the 22-23 season. So it's just adding them whenever they come available. I've got a Joe Rodon Tottenham Hotspur autograph, one of our centre backs. So it's just whenever they're cheap and I can get hold of them. And then a final thing I collected quite a bit of towards the end of last year is getting autographs of old players where they've signed the cards, the physical cards. So there's people who go to the grounds and get the cards signed by the players. Obviously, one thing that's hard to know is if the autographs are genuine, but for what they cost, I'm not really that invested in that because they're just for my collection. I picked up some quite cool ones, specifically from the seasons when I used to have a season ticket at Leeds. We had championship match attacks then, and I collected 9 of the 11 players signed by the players. So I've got them tucked away in a binder. So they're just really nice for the nostalgia of looking back at when we used to go. I mean, the shame is most of those season leads weren't very good, but it's still cool to own them. And then I've just got some that classed as other aims. So I've been collecting autographs of players who I really like as people and players. So last year I picked up things like a Gary Lineker autograph. I've got a Harry Kane autograph already in my collection. Serge Milinkovic-Savic. So these are some of the players I'm still looking to get just an autograph of. So I'm not particularly bothered about the rarity. My priority for some of these is getting an autograph of from when they were playing. It's like Gareth Bale and Aguero. But the main priority for me is getting a card that looks really nice. So I want to get one of Alan Shearer. I enjoy his podcast with Gary Lineker. I like watching Match of the Day, and he's on it. And obviously, he's one of the best English and Premier League players. I didn't see a huge amount of him, more towards the end of his Newcastle career. But yeah, I've enjoyed watching him on Match of the Day and stuff. Gareth Bale's a player I really enjoyed watching. Obviously, when he was at Tottenham in the Premier League, and then followed him when he was at Real Madrid and LAFC. Obviously, he really pushed Wales on in that Euros when they got to the semi-final. So I want to get one of his autographs. Steven Gerrard is one of my favourite players of all time, even though he played for Liverpool. I always like the England players, no matter what team they play for, and I really enjoyed watching him when I was growing up. And sort of similar with Frank Lampard, England's 2 main midfielders. And then Aguero I just thought was brilliant when he was at Manchester City. So there's other players I would like to get an autograph of, but these are sort of 5 identified that I will focus on. And then, without explaining why I'm collecting this into too much detail, I have a 2020-2021 Chrome Rainbow going on of Josep Brecalo. He's at Wolfsburg in the set. It's very much a niche personal thing, but I've got quite a lot of the Rainbow so far. I don't have the 1-of-1, but I have like the out of 10 auto, which is the second lowest parallel. I found an out of 10 normal card that I can get. Then he's got an out of 25 that I need, but I've got most of the cards from the golds out of 50 upwards. A lot of the higher number parallels have 2 versions, like a base and a wave. I've also got the out of 99 auto, the base auto, so I'm quite a lot quite a good way on this, and it's very cheap rainbow to put together. So there's probably the odd bit I've forgotten to put on here, but throughout the year I'm hoping I get a good chunk of this done. They're quite affordable for what I can focus on at the moment. I've got a few personal things that are quite expensive this year, so I'm making sure that I don't stretch and go in for things that are too big. But I think a lot of these are realistic. My aim in 2025 is to stay away from joining like card breaks, so I can spend my money on individual cards. I'm not going to open too many boxes either, because that's another way of losing money I could have spent on cards, on individual cards that I want. So I'm largely going to focus on just buying individual cards, and just growing my collection that way. I'll probably sell some cards as well to get more funds, and just trying to balance it so I enjoy every parcel I get through the post. So I hope people, if anybody did watch this and especially got this far, I hope people have taken something away from this and maybe do similar for their own collection. And yeah, hopefully you've coped with my waffling, and I'll hopefully have another video soon of either an unpacking of something, or I should get some boxes soon that I've already. I know I said about not getting any boxes, but I bought them a while ago and I've just been waiting for them to arrive, so I'll have them to open soon. So thank you anybody for watching. Catch you later.